Welcome to Familypreneur, the podcast for parent entrepreneurs
raising kidpreneurs.
It's time for your weekly dose of inspiration and actionable tips to build your business and find better balance, all while strengthening your family. And now we'd like to introduce your host.
She's my mom and thebomb.com,
Meg Brunson.
Hey there, thanks for joining me on another episode of the Familypreneur podcast. Today's guest is an online marketing strategist and product launch coach. Over the past 10 plus years, she's been able to help hundreds of entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants brand themselves and close more sales by guiding them to execute and implement the latest online marketing strategies, including YouTube marketing strategies and Omnipresence, which I feel like just sounds so cool and exciting. So we'll dive into what that is a little bit too. I'm excited right now to introduce you to Stacia Kennedy, or reintroduce you. If you've been around for a while, Stacia, you were on the podcast 6 months ago when you also presented at the Become Influential Summit. So I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm actually really just want to say that I really appreciate you. And I'm glad that we met feels like so many years ago and connected and we get to collab and have fun like this. So
yeah, I feel like it was so long ago. It was like way back in the day when there were in-person meetings. And
yeah.
Not in person, and it was crazy.
I know.
Not anymore, but hopefully soon.
Yes.
So you actually are you're our only speaker this time who's actually presenting two topics. So this summit has kind of a unique approach that we have kind of general marketing topics, and then we've got what are kind of mini social sessions. So the social sessions are very focused on the social platforms. They're kind of just the little bits of knowledge and information that differentiate one platform from another, where the general marketing sessions kind of cover all the platforms. So I want to start, I think, by just talking about YouTube, which is your mini session you're contributing to during the summit, and hear the story about what made you fall in love with YouTube and why that's your number one social media platform.
You'll learn in my presentation that that when I started with video. So I filmed my mentor speaking at an event with my little flip cam, I really wish, I don't know why they went out of business and they don't make them anymore, but it was so cute. And, obviously the quality, it's gotten so much better now with our phones, but I literally filmed him speaking, posted on Facebook and tagged him. And that's how I all got started. And then working, I worked with him for almost over 7 years. And again, that's how I got started, but is the easiest way to get started to me because, hey, we talk to people all day long. Or if you're familiar with, with traditional sales, you go out and knock on doors. That's what my mentor did in real estate, knock on doors and talk to more people, or traditionally people cold call. Hey, video is so much easier to me. And once I created a video, eventually with my mentor, he turned the camera on me and was like, you do a video now, right? So that's kind of how it wasn't just me behind the scenes. I started doing it for myself and started seeing oh my gosh, people are buying, suggestions or things that I'm doing reviews about just simply by watching a YouTube video. And it wasn't one of my friends. It was, somebody purchased something that I was promoting or an affiliate for, or my programs. And I was like, wow, that's the magic. That was the aha moment, is that this video now is out there, and several videos now over the past years are just working for me 24/7, generating me income, creating my brand while I'm sleeping.
Which is the dream, right?
Right.
Now,
exactly.
Tell me a little bit about the demographics of people who are using YouTube and why entrepreneurs should consider including YouTube as a part of their marketing strategy.
I love Facebook, but at the same time, things that we post on Facebook is interruption marketing, right? We're scrolling, we're just having fun, we're checking in with our friends and family. But on YouTube, that's where people are actually searching for a solution to their problem. They're Googling it In fact, Google is owned by YouTube. I mean, YouTube is owned by Google, whatever, brother, sister, whatever. And people are searching for, right? Like, how do I make that bread? How do I make that, how do I cut a pineapple? They're searching for the how-tos. And that's where you're going to find people who are ready to pull out their credit card. They're like, okay, how do I do this? Actually yesterday I was trying to figure out, I got my oil changed and I had to go on a YouTube, and when I was driving down the street, the oil change people or whatever, they didn't set my odometer right, and it was going at kilometers, and I was like, why am I going 100 miles an hour? No, it's not on miles per hour, it was set on kilometers. So I had to YouTube how to fix that. So there you go. It's kind of the go-to, and who am I going to now look to for more tips on taking care of my Prius, or whatever I'm looking for, right? If you're looking for marketing, and hopefully, maybe you come across my videos, or my clients and customers come across my videos, and like they say, oh my gosh, like she knows about YouTube, she knows about video marketing and funnels, how can I get a hold of her? And in the description I have my contact information, book a call. And my recently a client called me and booked a call from watching my YouTube videos, and now he's my $1,000 retainer. So it's and again, my channel is very small. So it doesn't take, to me, it's small. I have like 1,500 subscribers, but there's tons of other channels that have way more than me as well too. But it's how it depends on, I guess, on your target market and what you're selling, that you can still make it profitable even if it's a small channel.
And that's what I love too. It's not about the numbers as much as it is about how strongly they feel tied to you. So yes. You don't need huge numbers, and there's some quote, and I'm going to get it wrong, but it's like you only need like 100 true fans or 1,000 true fans or whatever, where if you've got 1,000 people and they like absolutely love you and eat up everything that you do, that's all you need. You don't need 1 million people who only watch you sometimes.
Right.
And
yeah,
I also,
the genuine aspect, I've gotten so many, maybe I don't even know. I mean, I guess I do know, but like I get these calls and they're like, I just feel connected to you. Like they feel like they know, like, and trust me. And I built that through videos. And they, I get on the call with them and they're just like, man, like I was sold something else prior to someone, and were trying to use marketing scarcity tactics. And with you, I've been watching your videos. I feel like I already know you. Even my clients have told me like, oh, I've gotten calls from people who watched my videos and they just start talking like we knew each other for years. And they were like, how'd you find did we meet before? And then they're like, no, I just been watching your videos.
But that's why video is so powerful. And I feel like I'm going to take this opportunity and kind of switch over a little bit and also could you introduce this concept of omnipresence? So in addition to having the mini session where you're going to dive way deeper, you started to give away like some of your secrets that you give away in the session, but you go way deeper than that in the summit session itself. But you also are presenting on omnipresence. So can you just kind of tease us a little bit, tell us what omnipresence is, why it's important, how long it's going to take, stuff like that, and why we need to attend that session to get the whole picture.
Yes. I mean, omnipresence, if you don't know what it is, it's literally being everywhere without being everywhere. And that's something that I ended up doing kind of almost by accident, really. In the beginning, when I first started, it was just really like, okay, I need to get better at it. So I'm going to do a video here on YouTube and then do it again on my Facebook group and do it again on Instagram. But there actually is a more efficient way to do that is to do it once and then basically repurpose it on different platforms. But if you attend, or when you attend the rest of my presentation on Omnipresence, I show you exactly how to do it and how to, what platforms you can use, how to break it up so that you are doing 1 hour a week.
Which is totally manageable. I feel like as a parent entrepreneur, you could manage 1 hour a week with the right tools and the right strategy. And that kind of brings me into the final question maybe it's not even a question, but more of a topic. I'd love to talk about strategy. So that's the overarching goal of the summit, is for attendees to walk away with a marketing plan that they feel confident about, that they're going to be able to execute between, making 8,000 snacks for the kids every day and virtual schooling and play dates and nap times and all that stuff. So when it comes to planning, can you just share some of your perspective or your insights on why it's important to have a plan when you're using a platform like YouTube, to not just kind of haphazardly post things, why planning is important, and also why planning is important when it comes to having or being omnipresent? If you can kind of just tie those up with some thoughts, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, sure. I think that as humans, we're about consistency. And you want to be able to be in front of, the whole point of doing social media and, doing this for your business to get more leads and sales is so that you can be on top of mind. So what I tell people is at least do a minimum of once a week, right? And you don't have to, actually something that I probably should have shared was like, I think I did share where you could batch your videos, right? You could do, so you don't have to do 1 hour a week, but you can sit down once a month and get this done. But I believe that as humans, we are a creature of habit. So having some kind of plan in place, because the only reason why we get all overwhelmed is because we don't have a plan. The reason why my clients or customers come to me and they're, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. There's all these things I need to be doing and all these places I need to be at. Well, who says you need to be in all those places? Really, you only need to put your offer in front of the right people and have a consistent plan is the only, I believe, maybe not the only, but I believe one way to be able to overcome any procrastination or overwhelm is when you have a plan in place. So having a consistent plan of showing up, our attention spans are short as well too. Our customers' attention spans are short. So if they can remember Q&A Tuesdays, Stacia's going to be on live on Tuesdays at a certain time, and you break that habit, and you showing up consistently not only makes you better as a presenter, but also keeps you on top of mind with those customers. So eventually, if they're not ready now, you're preparing them to be ready to buy with your content. Right?
And if you're listening and you're feeling like, whoa, I'm not that organized, or maybe you don't even need the reminder, you just know that you're not organized, it's totally fine. So many of us are lacking when it comes to organization, but that's what the summit is going to be for this fall. So Stacia's got so much more value that she is contributing at the summit. She is sharing it with you in her 2 sessions at the Organic Marketing Summit. And over the course of 1 week in November 9th through 13th, attendees of the summit are going to be building their 2021 marketing plan alongside over 20 industry-leading experts who are invested in your success. Tickets are completely free, so all you have to do is head over to organicmarketingsummit.com. You can reserve your free ticket. I encourage you to do it right now as soon as this episode ends, or go ahead and hit pause and come back for the little closing, because you're busy, you're going to forget. If you're anything like me, and probably anything like Stacia, it has to happen right now or it's not going to happen. So go reserve that free ticket today before you forget. And we both look forward to seeing you at the Organic Marketing Summit. It's going to be amazing. So bye for now. Head over to organicmarketingsummit.com and grab your free ticket to the Organic Marketing Summit today. It's happening November 9th through 13th, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Bye for now.
Do us a favor. Share this podcast to a friend.
It's like my mom always says, sharing is caring.